Welcome, everyone, to the interview that I have right now. I am so excited because I have with me Joanne Angel BarryColon, who is one of our author contributors in our upcoming book, The Art of Connection. My name is Shawn Jones, and I am the CEO of the iNetrepreneur Network. Joanne, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, and I'm extremely excited to be here.
Well, it's been a process over the last few months, but the book is finally here. Joanne, share with us a little bit about who you are, what you do, and how you're making an impact in the world.
All right, here goes a mouthful. I am known as Reverend Joanne Angel BarryColon. I'm a certified holistic personal trainer, intuitive healer, cosmic energy reader, student of astrology, master of numerology, and the creator of the Chakra Balance Numerology Cosmic Energy Forecast Stack. And what I do is I help women and men by referral release issues from their tissues while helping them release emotional weight and falling in love with themselves as I witness them to transform into the best version of who they are.
Wow, that is definitely a lot that you do. Yes. And I have heard that we do store everything in our tissue. It's like a memory muscle.
Yes.
and eventually those tissues become overloaded. So I appreciate what you do to help others relieve all that energy. I'm an energy person, not to the extent that you do, but there is a lot to be said with the storing of it. Joanne, is this your first book that you have been a collaborator, and have you published your own books?
Well, it's definitely not my first collaborating book. I've actually collaborated in, I think about 6 collaborating books. And in reference to publishing my own, I am actually currently on I believe it's my 5th one that's in the making and ready to be birthed hopefully in March.
That is right around the corner.
Yes.
That is exciting. You know, they say, I've spoken to a lot of authors, and they say, you know, once I took that leap and I was part of at least one book, or I wrote my first book entirely on my own, it's like it just kind of spirals. They find that they have a voice and they have a lot to share, and then they just start coming out with book after book after book. Is that similar to what's happened with you?
I would say so, yeah. I mean, the way I see it is all of the books that my own books that I've actually written, even the ones I've contributed to, all the information has actually been downloaded through spirit. And it's amazing on how it just keeps coming and coming and coming.
That's incredible. So Joanne, what inspired you to be part of the Art of Connection book coming out?
That's a good question. I'm currently in this, I'm going to use the word mission, to really share my story, share who I am, and connect with as many people as I can. And if I can provide just one sentence of inspiration and change someone's lives, I did what I came to this earth to do.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was reading your quote, which is coming out on March 12th. That's your quote day. And you wrote, "In the moment of silence, listen for the message." And yes. I was thinking about my own personal experiences and how things just kind of, I call, pop in, and it just feels right. When you were writing your quote, what was going through your mind? What was your why behind what you wrote for the book?
My why is everything I've written, every book, whether it was a contributing book or my own personal books, were actually messages that I received by sitting quietly.
Okay. So when you finished writing your quote that I just read, and you sat back and you looked at it, what came to mind for you?
When I sat back and looked at my quote, the first thing that came to my mind was the person who's going to read this, I'm hopeful that they can experience what I experienced in the moment of silence to gain the wisdom that I gained and able to share with the world.
Mhm. That's beautiful. So so the book is written by entrepreneurs and it's for entrepreneurs. What is your one, I call it your golden nugget, your biggest piece of advice that you can give someone who's either looking to become an entrepreneur or someone who's an entrepreneur but maybe kind of going through a transition, like, is this still really for me?
The one piece of advice I would give, and it's interesting because I actually gave this advice today, which was, no matter how fast or slow you go, go. And I'm going to repeat that again. No matter how fast or slow you go, go.
Yeah. You don't get anywhere unless you're moving.
Exactly.
Wow. Well, it sounds like this particular thought is a trend today in your world, and it sounds like a lot of people need to hear this message. Joanne, if somebody wants to get in touch with you to either talk about your other books or to find out more about the different services and practices, modalities that you offer, how can somebody reach you?
Two ways, actually. Those who are not in the same zip code or time zone, I recommend my email, which is healing with the letter H within number 76@gmail.com. And those in the same time zone can actually text 646-236-9155.
All right. Well, Joanne, I want to say thank you so much for being, part of our book. It's incredible. It's creating a legacy. You're going to be in the Library of Congress, which is like the ultimate of all libraries. And so everyone who is in this book, Art of Connection, you're not just talking to the people here and now. I mean, you're talking to grandchildren, great-grandchildren. You never know how far, how wide. And one day somebody's going to be sitting there and go, this is what I've been looking for. This particular quote from Joanne Angel BarryColon, and it's what I need. So thank you again so much for taking time. I know that you're a few hours ahead of where I'm at, and it's getting late. But thank you, and we're looking forward to the book coming out with you in it.
Thank you.
And for those that are, you are welcome. And for those that are looking on how to get a copy of The Art of Connection, you can visit our website at 365networkingquotes.com. That's 365networkingquotes.com.